Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Now, if you're from New York or if you have ever visited, you know the New York City street food scene is pretty crazy. There's all kinds of cuisines, but the most popular one is the halal street food. It's basically seasoned chicken and rice or chicken gyros, or you can get it with lamb or the mystery meat as we call it in New York City. It's super flavorful. It's popular all around New York City. You can see these halal street food carts everywhere you go. It's pretty much on every single block. Whether you're in Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Staten Island doesn't count, but they are pretty much everywhere. The most popular ones of the halal food carts are the halal guys. If you know about the halal guys, there's always a long line going down the block because their food is that good and it's so cheap. For $5-6 you can get a whole platter of chicken or lamb with rice, a salad. So for today's dish, I wanted to kind of recreate that and share the recipe with you guys. It's super simple, it's super flavorful as always. So stay tuned for the recipe. As always, don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you enjoy this recipe, and now let's get cooking. So guys, I have some boneless, skinless chicken thighs here that I have washed and cleaned. I also cut them into bite-sized chunks, just like this. And to this, I'll be adding 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, some oil, fresh chopped garlic, this is 3 cloves, ground cumin, dried oregano, ground coriander powder, and black pepper to taste, and also salt to taste. I'm using about a teaspoon, just eyeballing it. And then you want to mix everything up. Make sure all the seasoning is incorporated into the chicken. I'm also going to add in just very little turmeric, just because I want like a nice yellowy color to it, and it will give it a nice little flavor too. So now let's make the white sauce that they serve with the chicken and rice. So I'm going to use some yogurt. You can use regular yogurt or Greek yogurt. Just make sure that it's full fat because that will add a nice creaminess to the sauce. That much should be good. Then I'm gonna add some mayo, a little lemon juice, dried parsley, some garlic powder, and black pepper. Of course, a little bit of salt. And then you just want to mix this up. And once you mix this up and it's all done, you want to put this in the fridge for a couple of hours till the food is all done, so that all the spices and the herbs and the flavors can just come together, and then we will pour this onto our food. So that's the white sauce. So I have my pan on medium heat. I'm gonna add in some oil. And to the oil, I'm just gonna add in some onions that I sliced. I'm just using 1 small onion. You just wanna cook the onion till it is translucent. So once my onions are all separated from each other and they are a little bit translucent, I'm going to add in my seasoned chicken that sat overnight. And just mix everything up. I have the heat on a medium high. You can even turn it on high. And I'm going to cook the chicken till all of its own juices have evaporated and then it starts to brown. Guys, if you could smell this right now, it smells exactly like the halal carts. So I really hope you try this in your kitchen if you're a big fan of the halal food like I am. And as the chicken is releasing its own juices and cooking away, I'm going to add in some green peppers Green peppers are totally optional. Some halal carts serve it with green peppers and some don't. I just like the nice texture and flavor of green peppers with this chicken. But if you want to leave the green peppers out, that's totally up to you. You just mix everything. It's looking amazing already. You can see, guys, the chicken has started to release its own natural juices, and I want to kind of dry all of that out. So guys, the oil has separated from the chicken and its own natural juices. So at this stage, the chicken is all done, and this is how I want the chicken to look. So I'm going to turn off the gas, the heat. You can cover this, and I'm going to move on to making the rice now. So in my trusty little scratched up pot here, I'm going to add in a little bit of oil, and I have the oil heating up on a medium heat. And when the oil heats up, you want to add in some cumin seeds like I have here. And if you don't have cumin seeds, it's fine. You can just use cumin powder because that's easily accessible these days. You just want to let the cumin seeds kind of infuse the oil and start to toast. And if you use cumin seeds, you definitely want to be a little careful when you're toasting them in the oil because you don't want them to burn. Otherwise, you'll have to start over. So at this stage, they're toasting a little bit, and I'm just going to add in a little bit of turmeric. This will give our rice a nice yellow color. And then I'm going to add in 1 cup of chicken stock and 2 cups of water. I have 1.5 cups of rice, so I'm using 3 cups of liquid. Add in your salt. And guys, I'm using 1.5 cups of basmati rice. It's very important to use basmati rice because it's the most fragrant one of them all, and in halal carts, this is what they use anyway. So if you can find basmati rice, please use basmati. And once you start the liquids coming to a boil, you want to add in your rice. I've already cleaned this up till the water ran clear. And gently mix everything up. Let it come to a boil. And then I'm going to cover it and let the rice cook. And this should only take about 15 to 20 minutes. Basmati rice cooks very quickly. And by the time it's done, it's going to have that nice, beautiful yellow color. So you can see, guys, my rice is cooking away and it's looking beautiful, and it has a beautiful yellow color. Now you just want to toss it gently so all the cumin seeds and the color is distributed properly. And this is looking so good. And I'm going to cover this again for maybe another 5 minutes. So after another 5 minutes, guys, you can see that my rice is all done. And it's looking nice and fluffy. And this beautiful yellow color is just so amazing. And if you don't have turmeric, you can even use some food color if you want, or you can just leave that out completely. So our rice is done, guys. So guys, I was at a dollar store and I got this container, like aluminum container that they serve the food in. So I wanted to present this perfectly and kind of replicate the whole moment that you're having this food on the streets of New York. But you obviously don't have to do this. I'm a little extra. So let's go ahead and serve our food. I'm going to take this beautiful yellow flavored rice and just put it in my container. And this is how they serve it when you ask for this dish. Next is my chicken. How amazing does that look? You want to add that. And if you want to substitute the chicken with lamb or even beef, but using the same seasonings, you can completely do that. And then I'm just going to put some sliced tomatoes. You can also add lettuce. And then we can't forget our white sauce that we made. Just drizzle that all over the chicken. They also drizzle it on the tomatoes. And then I'm just going to put some sriracha on this. You can use any kind of hot sauce of your choice. And then there you have it, guys. Look how perfect this looks. It looks pretty much exactly like the halal street food that you get. And let's end this video with a little taste testing. So look how amazing this looks, guys. The chicken, you can see the peppers, the yellow rice, the hot sauce, the white sauce we made. Let's do a little taste test. Probably still hot. Oh wow. This actually tastes better, if I may say so, because I know exactly what I put in. Really good, you guys. You have to try this at home. And that white sauce is perfect. Guys, I really hope you try this at home. It's a super simple recipe. You can marinate the chicken just a few hours ahead of time or overnight. Overnight would be best because the chicken is really juicy and tender. I can't wait to finish the rest of that meal. So I'm gonna end the video here. Show some love by liking this video and leaving a comment. And until the next video, please take care of yourself.